Welcome back to the College Bowl Game Prediction Series. This is the Champ Sports Bowl between Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State comes in with an 8-4 record, finishing tied for third in the ACC, while Notre Dame comes in with a similar 8-4 record, but 0-0 in their conference because they are an independent team. Coming into this game, Notre Dame is 33rd in total offense, averaging nearly 425 yards per game, while Florida State is 73rd in offensive production with 375 yards per game. They are even in most statistics, including points scored and passing yards, but on the rushing side of the ball, Florida State is 99th, averaging just under 120 yards per game, while Notre Dame is 52nd, averaging 166 yards per game. Notre Dame comes into this game with a quarterback situation between Tommy Rees, who has over 2,700 yards of offense, 19 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions, and Andrew Hendricks, who replaced Tommy Rees for the second half of the game against Stanford. Tommy Rees hasn't really improved over the season and pretty much played at a plateaued level. And in the Stanford game, we saw Andrew Hendricks, who is a running quarterback as much as a throwing quarterback. And we will look to see what Notre Dame brings to the table.
Yeah, I have heard that Alex Hendricks will start the game, but you never know. It's Tommy Rees. He could really rebound after his last couple games. He does have 12 interceptions on the year, so he might try to turn that around.
Florida State's ground game has really struggled, while Notre Dame comes in with Sierra Wood, who has over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns, and Jonas Gray, who has just under 800 yards and 12 touchdowns. Florida State comes in with a struggling rushing attack with 2 running backs who have under 800 yards on the ground and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, their leading rusher has 8 touchdowns. Yeah, that's good, but he's only rushed for 530 yards. I don't see how their running offense will do anything. I mean, total combined, they have 810 yards on the ground. That's just not going to get it done.
Notre Dame's rushing attack is a solid duo between Sierra Wood and Jonas Gray. Sierra Wood has over 1,000 yards on the season and 9 touchdowns, while Jonas Gray has just under 800 yards, is averaging nearly 7 yards a carry, and has 12 touchdowns on the year.
Yes, Sierra Wood is the first 1,000-yard rusher for Notre Dame since 2006, so it's been a while for them.
The main tale of this matchup is going to be defense. Notre Dame is giving up 21 points per game, while Florida State is giving up one of the nation's best 15 points per game.
That's crazy. I mean, that's absolutely insane. Over the last 5 games, they've given up an average of 9.4 points per game. That's insane.
This will be a tough test for Notre Dame's struggling offense, which has only scored 3 touchdowns in its last 2 games.
Yes, the Seminoles they average 2.3 yards per carry given up on each carry. They average about 81, 82 yards given up on the ground overall. That's second in the nation, and that's good. I really look forward to seeing how they can try to shut down Sierra Wood.
The receivers for this game are also another matchup that favors Notre Dame, with Michael Floyd, who has over 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns on the year, and is named the team MVP for the 2nd straight year, and tight end Tyler Eifert, who has over 700 yards of offense and 5 touchdowns.
Yes, Michael Floyd, he has a school record single season with 95 receptions and is leading with, as Carter said, 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. And he's going to leave Notre Dame with 266 catches, about 3,600 yards, and 36 total touchdowns. So he's definitely a threat that Florida State will have to watch out for. Florida State has a 3-point favorite over Notre Dame, and I think that's fair. I think that Notre Dame does have their offensive powers with Michael Floyd and Sierra Wood, but I just think that Florida State's defense is going to really stop Sierra Wood with their rushing defense, which is crazy, and I think they can do it with Tommy Rees and Alex Hendricks. Still, we don't know who's going to play. I think Florida State will win this game. As you just saw, I do think that Florida State will win the game with their combination of run and pass defense, which is great. And with Notre Dame's quarterback issue, I think that Florida State will win this game. I think the final score will be 27-23.
I'm taking Notre Dame in this one. I just think the Fighting Irish come in with a very strong offensive attack and a defense that is overlooked by most people. They have star linebacker Manti Te'o, who has been awarded many awards throughout his course at Notre Dame and is looking to return again for his senior year. Florida State also comes in with 3 players suspended for trying to steal an iPad from Best Buy. I take Notre Dame in this one in a low-scoring shootout, 20-14.
Thank you for watching this episode of our college football bowl game predictions.